Let's discuss Chinese and Western medical thought, illness and its causes in this century. We should distinguish between disease and illness. The term disease, as it is understood by Western medicine, is definable as a disorder with a specific cause, which may or may not be known, and recognizable signs and symptoms. It is therefore what the doctor diagnoses the patient as having. On the other hand, as Lloyd suggests, illness is what the patient feels. Illnesses, therefore, form a separate universe that intersects with disease. There are illnesses like the chronic fatigue syndrome that would not normally be treated as diseases. There are diseases like hepatitis B for which the carrier have the virus but do not manifest any symptoms of hepatitis and do not feel ill. The crude form of the etiological standpoint would treat all illness as diseases or perhaps as chimeras, as some doctors regard chronic fatigue syndrome. Although, as I pointed out earlier, the etiological standpoint cannot properly incorporate illnesses for which there is no necessary or sufficient cause. Chinese medicine, like much of the ancient Greek and Galenic medicine, has traditionally been more focused on the condition of the human body when it falls ill rather than on disease and its cause. In most TCM contexts, it would be more appropriate to refer to the patient's illness than to his her disease. The century regards the fundamental factors that lead to illness as being either external climatic factors like the heat, cold, dampness, wind, dryness, or internal emotions, excessive pleasure, anger, sadness, fear, and excessive contemplation, as well as accumulated products of these factors like the phlegm and blood stasis. Even though modern TCM physicians are adequately schooled in microbiological sciences and are aware of the role that viruses, bacteria, and cellular disorders play in disease, this does not change their adherence to the principle that the fundamental causal factor are climatic and emotional factors and their byproducts. Example of two common diseases that the common cold and cancer serve to illustrate this point. Let's discuss the common cold. What causes the common cold? As told by a virologist friend that he was running a cold because he had caught a chill, the implication being that it was caused by a chill. The virologists disagree and pointed out that the cold was caused by a virus, not by a chill. When asked where the virus had come from, he said that it was in the air and could be found everywhere. But why he had caught a cold while he had not? He thought it might have been working too hard and the immune system was down. Since he caught the cold because of the immune system was down, he argued that the immune system was down because he had been working too hard, or would not say that working too hard and a weakened immune system were the real causes of the cold rather than a viral infection. The virologist was focused on the viral etiology of the common cold, while he focused on the environmental and internal physiological factors. Both of them were guilty of what Lewis termed invidious discrimination, each singling out a decisive cause of the cold and leaving the other as causal conditions. The virologist saw the rhinovirus as the cause of the common cold and the weakened immune system as a contributing condition. However, as a person interested in improving the health and fitness of people, he was biased towards the holistic picture of internal body balance and the chill that broke the back of the immune system. He saw the presence of the rhinovirus in the human body as the definition of the common cold, not its cause. As there was nothing that could do to prevent people from being exposed to the virus. The value of medical efficacy led to look for causes that would manage or manipulate. The search for prevention of colds would thus focus not on the virus but on dietary, exercise, and hygiene factors that could be managed. The clinical trials that would advocate for the study of causation of cold would therefore involve these causal factors. Thank you for your attention.